Sentencing of Sandile Mantsoe trended on social media today, and we now speak to social media analyst Yavi Maduri. Yavi, how has Twitterati reacted to the 32-year sentence?
There's been both sides. And what do I mean by that? So there's been those people that have said, you know, this is great. Look, the sentencing in such a short period of time, or the conviction and the sentencing in such a short period of time, has really got the thumbs up from South Africa's Twitterati or social media users. So people are, you know, really uplifted by that. The other side is that we're dealing with the fact that is 32 years enough, number one. Number two, what will he actually serve in relation to the 32 years? So people are saying 16 years and that kind of thing. Having said that, the more attention that was gained is his very arrogant words, you know, almost blaming her for her own murder in some way. And that is what has got South Africans going, especially because we're finding that gender-based violence is very much in our faces, specifically today.
Any particular suggestions that people are making? Are the people calling, for example, for him to serve the full 32-year sentence and stating their reasons for that? I know, like, Twitter can be feeble at times.
Look, I think I'm going through the commentary in my head and the verbatim comments that we analyzed today, and I think the majority of people are wanting to see some kind of action. We can't keep on having convictions. 32 years could be 132 years, it could be 2 years. What is the change? What is the turnaround? He was, you know, he made comments around, you know, calling out slay queens, you know, saying such things about her that, you know, young women must not be focused on material possessions and those kind of things. So people are up in arms about these kind of comments being made. His sentencing is in relation to that. It's who is this person, and he should have gotten more. If he should have gotten more, what should that have looked like? Why should he have gotten more? If he got what he wanted, people are happy that it's been done in a short period of time. He has been convicted. You know, there are so many young women and people whose families go without convictions for these murdered young girls. So this is the face of gender violence from a Karabo Mokoena perspective and a Sandile Mantsoe perspective. So I think from just a summary in terms of the social media response to what has happened today and over the last few months, I think that would be the summary in totality.
But beyond the rage,
yeah,
and pointing out the loopholes, are there meaningful debates or discussions about how perhaps we can begin to influence things?
Yes. So, but let me take you 2 steps back. So before I get to your question, because your question is key in terms of what's next. So let me take you 2 steps back. There is a concerning, and this is my word, there is a concerning amount of people that are adding to the narrative about the fact that, you know, the whole Blessy scenario, whether she was a gold digger, etc., etc., and that is part of the narrative that is playing out on social as we speak. So bear that in mind in terms of getting to the answer to your question around, well, where to from here? And what it has done, it has created a huge sense of awareness. Men are coming forward and saying, we are better than this. You have people, celebrities alike, but ordinary people saying, we are better than this. We need to be able to teach our young men how to treat young women, irrespective of, you know, she could have taken tons of money from him. What difference would it have made? And does it justify murder?
Very quickly before I let you go, a lot often gets said about how fickle and, you know, uneven, you know, the enthusiasm of people who are on Twitter and on Facebook can be. But social media does have its uses, and we saw again over the past 24 hours that man who appeared in the Durban Magistrates Court today for killing his ex-girlfriend. Again, we saw a great deal of detail coming through within a very short space of time.
And this was it. It was that the pictures and the profile pictures and the content that they produced either together or he had on his page tells a story. So whether social media is fickle or not, it comes down to what is the content, is it real or is it not? Zolilia Khumalo is probably going to be our next face of gender-based violence in this country as we go through that particular journey. So yes, in terms of social media, there is so much that we can use it for in terms of good. Yes, we have the narratives, we have the conversations, we have the trolling, we have so many different kinds of things. But remember, the social media world merely reflects the real world.
Who we are.
Who we are.
Kevin, thanks very much for coming through. She is, of course, a social media analyst.